So the heart of the laser pistol here is this frame. I've got a little spot here for this switch. As an example, you can see I can take this switch, I can put it in here, and it kind of sets, and I can push it in pretty good, and eventually I can get this nut on it. I'll zoom in there. After that, I've got a few holes so I can run the wires up and through to the battery case. Battery case will mount right here. As you can see on the bottom of the battery case, I got some threaded inserts. Zoom in for that. Got some threaded inserts for the battery case. Really, this is just a box, but I do have a little slot cut out here so that I can do some wiring of these battery connectors. So the key with the battery connectors is you need to hook these in series so that you get 12 volts. So I've got the black connected to the red. Then I'm taking the red wire from this one and the black wire from the other one, so I have 12 volts. They then just go in on top of one another like this, and there's pretty tight clearance, so there's no real need to have a top or anything like that. They fit in there pretty good. Now on this frame I had to create some other holes up here. This is where the battery will connect. These are going to be for any kind of mount in case you have any electronics. I actually have them sized so that these little threaded inserts can fit in. I don't see this particular laser module for sale anymore on Amazon or on eBay or wherever you would get one, and it has a separate connector. So I think the new ones all have everything right up here at the top, so you shouldn't need this. But if you do find one, you've got a little mounting bracket there. Plus it looks kind of cool. This is the housing for the laser. It's essentially just got 4 holes to be able to mount to this piece, which is like a little mounting bracket to the frame. I've also got a hole there for the bottom. They just sort of fasten in. So when you put it in, again, you can use a 1/4-inch screw or whatever you want, and that just sort of fastens it and keeps it there kind of locked in place. Last thing I want to do is I want to insert these. To assemble, I'm just going to go ahead and fasten this thing up. I've got some 3/4-inch screws that are going to go through there, and instead of using inserts on this side, I've actually opted to make them go all the way through so that it's a little bit stronger. A little tricky. Same thing with the other one. This is optional. Sometimes, most of the time you can get it hand tightened, but I've decided just to put a nut driver on the other end just to get it really snug. Next, let's mount the laser. It's going to go right there. It's got to get some small screws. We'll use some 3/8-inch screws for this. Same with the top. Now let's put on the battery case. Last thing we have to do is just put these handles on. So I got 3 1-inch screws here. Those are going to fit in like that. Well, there we go. I don't have any cable ties on it yet. Let's test it out. Well, it works. Or if I can change it a little brighter. There we go, maybe. There we go. Oh, it stinks. Let's try it on a balloon. It's gonna make a noise, I just know it. Whoa. Wonder what the good distance is to be able to zap this thing. Final thing is just using some cable ties to clean things up a bit. Well, there it is. Laser Pistol Mark 1.